Morning YouTube, Alan back again with another in my series of spinner reviews, and today I have a heavy beast monster of a spinner that I picked up from Amazon. This comes from Coogam, and this is a solid copper tri-spinner by Coogam, and it's got a hybrid ceramic 606 bearing in it. Very heavy, kind of noisy. And not my favorite, but I have it, so let's review it. I'll take it down to the tabletop, we'll bust it down, we'll go over it, and I'll give you my thoughts on it. And without any further ado, let's go do that right now. All right, up close and personal time with the Coogam solid copper spinner. Comes in a kind of a padded pouch, kind of a little bit, I don't know, I guess my thoughts are kind of mixed on whether I like the pouch or the tin. I think the pouch is better if you want to carry it around in your pocket, but the tin I think overall is a better packaging option. But anyway, that's just my opinion. This spinner, we'll take a quick peek at it. It is solid copper, or they say, and it is coated. You can kind of see the coating on it. It's not really getting a patina as more as maybe some discoloration. So it's I don't know. This is not one of my favorite spinners. It is very heavy. Other spinners are heavy as well, but this one makes quite a bit of noise, as you can hear it. I'll put it up to the mic. Kind of a ringing noise, not the most obnoxious I've heard, but then again, not the most soothing a sound as you know, as compared to some of the other ones that have a nice hum. This one's kind of more of a tingy, I don't know, just not as pleasing to me, I guess. It's got nice deep buttons. The concave buttons make it easy to grip. It does have a great table spin. I am running a spin time test in the corner on this spinner. It's just one of the things that really jump out at me is just, I don't know, the design. I don't like these two-tiered steps. It's not like it's got hot spots or anything. It is smooth. It's pretty comfortable in your hand. To me, it's just all this in the middle is just kind of ugly. That being my personal opinion, it does nothing to me as far as the aesthetics go. It's more of a paperweight kind of a thing as far as that goes. And you can see a lot of the machining marks down around this bottom level, up around the bearing area. It's just, it's just not super pleasing to the eye. It's, you know, not like, say, the Hammer of God, which is a heavy spinner as well, but it's a lot more comfortable. It's quiet. It's got some style and a nice design to it. This looks just, I don't know, like a basic tri-spinner that they tried to beef up, and I don't know. I am not thoroughly impressed with this one. I'll spin it, and it's kind of wobbly. I don't think the buttons fit real tight. It's not a real tight tolerance with the bearing, which I'm going to show you. I mean, these are pretty nice, decent buttons. They'd probably work great on another spinner. They're nice and thick, and yeah, I mean, they're okay. It's got a 606 bearing in it, and it does have a locking collar, believe it or not. And I'm going to try and see if I can get it to back out. I think I can. Yep, it is backing out. It doesn't have grooves on it, which is kind of a bummer as far as that goes. So you do got to kind of fight with it. But you could take a Dremel with a cutting wheel and notch yourself a couple of grooves into that collar, which would make it a lot easier to remove. I would definitely recommend you did that. And I kind of recommend to them that maybe they rethink the collar on this and do that. It does have a decent 606 bearing, and they do sell these bearings on Amazon as well by themselves. It's just a Coogam 606 hybrid ceramic bearing. You can see the black ball bearings inside of it. So it's a nice, decent bearing for what it is, but somehow in this spinner, it just doesn't seem to work that great. Maybe it's the buttons and the tolerance. That could very well be it as well. But you get quite a bit of wobble out of it, and to me, that's kind of a deal breaker. But it's not a real super expensive spinner, so you're not going to be out a lot of money by getting this one. It's just, to me, it falls under the category of a paperweight. So that being said, take that and do with it what you will. I am not a big advocate for this spinner, really. It's not one that I use. I don't sit around the house and spin it. If I'm going to spin one this heavy, I'll probably reach for my Hammer of God, which is a lot more comfortable, and it's a lot more quiet. It is, I don't know. It's a cheap spinner that's copper, but it's coated, so if you can polish all that coating off of it, maybe you could possibly make something a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. I am just not going to invest the time or the energy into doing that. So, but without any further ado, let's pop this thing on the scale and we'll see what we're looking at. It is, like I said, it is quite heavy. To me, it just really doesn't have any style to it, and it loses a lot of its zing without any style. It's 127 grams. This is by far the heaviest spinner I own. So it is heavy. It is a beast. You probably hurt somebody pretty bad if you hit them with it, that's for sure. So, but like all my other spinners, I like to take them out, and I like to include a little warp section of the video. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and check out the warp on it. We'll come back and I will give you my final thoughts and assessments on this Coogam tri-spinner. All right, welcome back. My final thoughts on this Coogam spinner. It is, to me, this is not one that I would go out and buy again. I'm not real fond of the aesthetics of it. I don't like the weight on it very much. It does have great table spin times, but it just, I don't know, there's something about it that just really doesn't appeal to me much. So that's kind of my thoughts on it. Different strokes for different folks. A lot of people might like it. It is quite heavy. You can get some finger fatigue from it, so you would have to deal with that as well. So anyway, that's my thoughts. Pick it up if you like. I will leave a link down below where you can get this out on Amazon. And if you would be so kind as to click my subscribe button up here, that would be awesome. Also, there'll be a link to another one of my videos right over here. I do appreciate you taking a look at that. So once again, my name is Alan. Thanks for hanging out today. Do me a favor. Keep calm. Spin on. Peace.